Our next inductee is Thomas Liberto.
40 years later, here I am. It's a good thing. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. And I'm very, very grateful for this recognition. Thank you. And I want to thank my teachers. You know, it's funny to see how life, looking back, to see how life just took me like a little chess piece. Put me here, and I'd get a little information here. And the next person would recognize it. I'd get a little piece of information there. And the next thing I know, it was like I was being led from here to there. And you know, it's a funny thing, because they say if you steal from 3 or more knowledgeable people, it's research. So I've done a lot of research in my day, but I only stole from the best. So that's great. First, I'd like to thank my parents, Tom and Julie Liberto. My only regret tonight is that they're not sitting here watching their little Tommy get this award. But I'm pretty sure that they're looking down from heaven right now. They're looking down with such pride and a little disbelief, wondering how I made it this far. I was a bit of a problem child in my youth. Now, my father, God bless him, he was an old school 9-to-5 kind of guy, so you could almost wonder what I'm doing in this massage business. You could almost hear him thinking out loud, you know, when's my son going to get a real job? I don't. We know that we're already. Like I said, I've had great teachers. Two of the pioneers, two people that have gone before and have soon passed on. Dr. J. Victor Shear and E. Jerome Cook. I'd also like to thank Dr. George Goodhart, the founder and developer of applied kinesiology. I'd like to thank Drs. Serge Grakovetsky and Andrei Vlaming, who have discovered the force transmission system and have given me permission to use their work. And my good old pal Bob Wirtz, who I have no idea where he is right now, but God bless him, he opened my eyes to new possibilities, new points of view, new ways of looking at things, and new ways of applying techniques to help people. I'm always grateful to him for that. My eternal gratitude for the blessing that life has given me when I met my spiritual teacher, Adon Ole, who instilled a higher purpose in my life. The time that I met him, he was light years ahead of everyone in his knowledge and understanding of how to address the body. And it was funny because I'd always ask him, Adano, you know, how would I treat such and such? What would I do for such and such? And he'd always blow me off and say, oh, go learn your anatomy. So that was something that I'm grateful that he said, and I still practice to this day. So it's 1976, and I'm sitting in class in Houston, Texas. And in comes our new teacher, one of these long, tall drink of waters. Takes 2 or 3 steps, and he's across the room. You know, and I remember this just like it was the other day. He starts talking. His name's Steve Shiver, and he starts talking. And I remember thinking to myself, I want what he has. I wasn't talking about his car. Okay? He had something. Steve Shiver knew something. He had something, and I wanted it. So we took a break. Class took a break, and we go outside. And I pull Steve aside, and we start talking. And that was 1976, and we ain't shut up since. He continues to be a great friend and a great mentor, and I'm very grateful for that. You know, I think I speak for all of us when I thank Vivian Madison Mahoney for everything that she's done for himself. She's always been there for me when I needed her. And believe me, I'm so grateful that she's able to be here with us tonight. Vivian, I love you, dear.
I love you too.
Well, I'm going to be honored here in another way here. One moment. Almost. These aren't going anywhere. So, yeah, these. See how I took credit for those flowers? And last but definitely not least, I want to thank the love of my life, Gail Days, without whom my life would be incomplete. Gail was always in my corner. She stuck with me in the thick and thins of life. She's my constant inspiration. And I love you, my princess. This is one of the most special moments of my life. Thank you for sharing it with me. You have my promise that I will continue to serve and teach and learn, and I will be back. Thank you.